Hey everybody, it's Melissa with Beauty by Nature, and today's tutorial is on how to make healthy homemade fruit snacks. Okay, what you're going to need is silicone pans, pure maple syrup or honey, and that's 1/4 cup of that, 1 cup of fruit juice concentrate, 1 cup of fruit puree, which I just usually use frozen strawberries, and then I let them defrost and blend them up in my blender. And then you're going to need Knox gelatin or beef gelatin, which is just unflavored gelatin. You can get Knox gelatin really at any grocery store, but it's a lot cheaper online. So I recommend getting it from a health food store online, or even Amazon has it pretty cheap. And then water. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is measure everything out because you have to move really quickly. So I've already started boiling water. You boil 1/2 cup of water and then separate out another 1/2 cup of water. Take 1/2 cup of beef gelatin and put it in your bowl. Add the water and then start mixing it quickly, and it's going to form a very, very thick, sometimes kind of pasty mixture of just the water and the beef gelatin. And you want to do this just about before the other 1/2 cup water is almost to a boil, because you add that really quickly afterwards. So it's going to look kind of like this. It's very thick and pasty, and it sticks together, clumps together like that. Then you're going to take your 1/2 cup of boiling water and add it to that mixture. And then quickly stir. Okay, heat is really important in this, so make sure that your water was boiling hot. Another good tip is to have all of your ingredients at room temperature. That will help to have the gelatin not set up too quickly. So as soon as you've mixed out all of the lumps, either with a fork or a whisk, add your sweetener, either your honey or your maple syrup. Mix that in, and then quickly add your fruit juice, and your fruit puree, and mix that together really, really well. So once you've put all of your ingredients into your bowl, you should have a very thick liquid. If it's lumped together, then some of your ingredients were too cold and the beef gelatin set up. If that happens, you can just take it and heat it all up on the stove in a pan, but it can change the texture a little bit, so it's best to have it end up like this, using ingredients that were brought to room temperature. Take that and start pouring it. You can use it through a sifter, because if there are any lumps, it will take it out, but mine looks pretty clean, so I'm just going to pour it directly into the silicone molds. And just go right ahead and fill them mostly to the top. Another tip I have is, if you have really little silicone pans like this for really small children, I just take a syringe and fill it full of the mixture, and ease just a little bit into each one. This is a very small silicone pan. One of the disadvantages to silicone pans is that they are soft, so it is difficult to transfer them unless you have something hard. Just take a cutting board and place it on the edge of your counter, and then slide the pan right onto it like this, and they're ready to go in the fridge. Okay, just let them sit in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours, and then as soon as they're ready to pop out of the silicone, they should come right out clean and just look like this. And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and more videos on the way. Thanks, guys!